Clodfelter with OttersTV here with Hunter Cullen. And Hunter, you had one of the biggest home runs, I think, of the season so far in the series opener against Lake Erie on Tuesday. Tie game after Evansville's been struggling to kind of find that offensive burst. What went into that at-bat?
Really just trying to keep it simple. Just looking to get something that I could handle and just try to find a way to get on base.
And then you found a way on base, you hit the home run, and how refreshing was it to then see Taylor Wright come in, nail down the save to snap that 4-game skid?
It was good. It was much needed, especially game one with Lake Erie, with the team that they are. Taking that first one and how we took it just kind of builds that momentum towards this next game and this rest of the series, so it's a good start.
You mentioned momentum. What are your thoughts on momentum in baseball? Because there are some that say there is no momentum in baseball, and then there are others that say it goes into the next starting pitcher for the day. How do you see it?
Momentum comes from all different parts of the game, I think, especially when you're having a lot of success, whether it's our bullpen or it's in the batter's box. We're hitting balls hard. I mean, that just has a momentum our way because they kind of have that feeling of like we better need to do something. It puts a little more pressure on them, and vice versa. Same with the pitchers, throwing strikes, getting a lot of outs. Same way, it gets in the hitter's head and makes them have to think they got to do more. So it's just really applying that pressure throughout the game and keeping it on.
We've seen you slowly climb up the batting order from the bottom tier now to around 5 or 6. Do you have a different approach when you're batting, when you're in a different spot in the lineup?
I try to keep it the same. Don't want to get too complicated. Things start going wrong. I know once you start getting more down the line, you might start seeing more off speed, start mixing it up a bit, but really just try to stick with that fastball and adjust and see what I can do. Just try to find a way on regardless of where I'm at.
We're in the month of August. Pretty sure there's less than a month left in the regular season. When you're trying to clinch and compete for a playoff spot, would you rather play the fellow contenders like a Lake Erie, like a River City or Schaumburg, or would you rather play the bottom teams like we've seen Joliet, Windy City?
Oddly as it sounds, I would say the top tier teams. That way we just come in ready to compete and not try to play down to the level. But it's really you're really never playing down to any of these teams. They're all professional teams, pro guys that have experience, that are really talented. So, but I would say trying to compete against the best.
Yeah,
always.
Absolutely. And then when do you start tracking the standings? I know there's the big standing board facing you right as you enter the clubhouse. Do you try to pay attention to those, or right now are you just trying to control game by game?
Game by game. I mean, we still got a good amount of games left, but we start looking towards the finish line. I mean, we're just applying the pressure to ourselves and just going game by game and see what we can do to try to compete.
This is your second season here in Evansville, so what have you learned about yourself and how have you grown as a baseball player since you arrived here after playing collegiately at Cal State Fullerton?
Just stay kind of in the present moment, just like we were saying, try to go game by game, at bat by at bat, kind of let it ride. Trying to do too much really just kind of affects you negatively. So I learned to kind of just slow it down and just let the season ride and see what happens.
And you have been here for 2 years, so I can ask you these questions. Your favorite Frontier League city to visit? It can be any factors too. It could be the hotel is nicer than the other ones, because I know that's a big part of the road experience in the Frontier League too.
Yeah, we get put in a couple casinos. I like that the first year when I was having a little success on the tables, but it's dangerous. So I would have to say probably more towards Cleveland area was really nice.
So Lake Erie, okay.
Yeah, Lake Erie. I love Illinois solely because I got family friends there.
Okay.
So my family come down there, and it's nice to get away from the baseball field after and being with them. And they live on a lake down in I can't remember the town, but not far from is it Grizzlies Stadium, right?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Very cool.
So that's always fun.
Least favorite Frontier League ballpark?
Least.
Or Frontier Lake City?
City.
Yeah.
I mean,
So a place without a casino.
Yeah. No, I would say. I mean, Florence. There's still a lot of things to do, but where they put us, we've always ran into some problems with the hotel. So.
Sounds lovely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, keep grinding.
Did you leave a Yelp review?
No, I should though.
Least favorite thing about Bosse Field?
Least favorite thing about Bosse Field, I would say I like Bosse Field.
But there has to be, I mean, I love Bosse Field too, but there has to be one downside to this beautiful mecca of baseball, right?
Yeah.
Cradle of baseball.
I would say maybe the lights when you're in the outfield.
Okay, so how's that different from say, a modern stadium?
I think they're pretty low is what it is.
Okay.
And maybe they're just like not in the exact spot you want it. It doesn't really affect me, but I remember last year and the guys talk a little bit how the lights, once the lights get on, trouble seeing, so.
And we asked Mike Rizzatello this earlier in the year. What is your preferred start time? I know you can't control that, it's a league thing, but if you had to pick between, let's say, a kids game at 10, a high noon game, or a 6 o'clock night game, what would you pick if you were in charge?
Throughout the week, I like the 6:30s.
Okay.
But Sundays to mix in on 12 o'clock, and you got the rest of the day. It's kind of nice.
Yeah.
You're just change it up a bit.
Yeah.
But 10s never. Those are terrible.
Hey, 10s are terrible. I hate those. And actually, if you remember, during the regular season, we had a game that started at 12.
Mm-hmm.
I was not here for that.
No.
So I was on assignment elsewhere, and Preston got to do all that fun stuff. So he's Hunter Cullen, the hero from Tuesday night's win over Lake Erie. I'm Zane Clodfelter, just with OttersTV.